Today is a Wednesday, October 25, 2023. Life inside an unrun school turned cover in Khan Younis. The UN Organization for Palestinian Outcasts says Gaza emergency clinics might be compelled to close down at any second in light of intense fuel deficiencies. Israel hits Jenin outcast camp with drones, killing no less than 3, with in excess of 100 currently killed in the involved West Bank. Something like 6,546 Palestinians have been killed in Israeli assaults on Gaza, while in excess of 1,400 individuals have been killed in Israel since October 7. In the beyond 3 days, the not very many trucks conveying help permitted into Gaza through the Rafah crossing, have not been permitted to convey fuel into the blockaded territory. Israel has classed diesel as a use grade that can be utilized for the military as well as regular citizen purposes. Accordingly, it is vigorously controlled or limited. Notwithstanding, Israel has components set up to permit fuel to be conveyed to Gaza that is just for regular citizen use. Halting Israel's conflict on Gaza an outright need, Jordan King. Ruler Abdullah II of Jordan has required the global local area to compel Israel to stop its assaults on Gaza and end its attack on February 3 million Palestinians. We are against any endeavor by Israel to make a mass migration of Palestinians or incite uproot the occupants of Gaza, Ruler Abdullah said. The ruler said, halting the conflict in Gaza is a flat-out need, and the world should move promptly toward this path. He cautioned the contention may prompt a blast of the circumstance in the locale. Jordan, which borders the involved West Bank toward the west, assimilated most of Palestinians who escaped or were driven out of their homes during the conflict encompassing Israel's creation in 1948. Hamas fires long-range rocket towards Eilat in southern Israel. Hamas says it sent off a rocket towards Eilat, a southern Israeli port and resort town on the Red Ocean, 220 kilometers, 136 miles, from Gaza. The Israeli military said the rocket fell in an open region. There was no prompt expression of any setbacks in what gave off an impression of being the longest-range Palestinian assault since October 7. Media control after Gaza conflict impact on Palestine content. With columnists kept out of the Gaza Strip, social stages have turned into a crucial method for finding and sharing data, as well as one more front in the misleading publicity war. Marwa Fatafta, a Palestinian computerized privileges expert, converses with Al Jazeera through the internet-based element of this contention, including disinformation, disdain discourse, and the oversight of Palestinian voices. Israel's battle against Gaza's kids. In excess of 2,000 kids are among the 5,087 individuals killed in Gaza in Israeli assaults since October 7, as per the Well-Being Service in the attacked territory. On Sunday and Monday, 436 Palestinians were killed in Israeli strikes, including 182 kids, the service said. No protected spot in the Gaza Strip any longer. From the Gaza Strip. Strolling around in the city of Gaza, in many areas, all that looks so unfilled, you can scarcely see individuals. This region used to be a thickly populated region, where you individuals would remain in line to get some bread. This has been what is going on for such a long time in Gaza. A huge number of families have been in a flash uprooted, it's simply loaded with rubble and garbage all over the place. You can hear the sound of drones and Israeli planes overhead. Everybody says everybody feels that there is no protected spot in the Strip to be in any longer. US settles UN draft goal on Israel-Gaza war. This new draft is the last one. We've heard that it very well may be decided on as soon as Tuesday evening. The draft says Israel has an option to protect itself and requests Iran quit sending out weapons to equipped gatherings. It is 4 pages in length and contains 18 focuses, 2 of those focuses are new. One says any development of individuals should be deliberate, safe, and steady with global regulation. This is significant in light of the fact that it is the US basically saying that any development of individuals ought not to be constrained. The draft additionally requires every important measure, like compassionate stops, to take into consideration a helpful guide. The US had not consented to that beforehand. It is something that numerous UN Security Council individuals needed added, and the US has plainly yielded on that. Hamas says something like 140 Palestinians killed in Israeli air attacks on Gaza. Hamas authorities have said that Israeli airstrikes on the blockaded area during the night killed something like 140 Palestinians. An assertion from the Public Authorities Media Office in Gaza expressed in excess of 140 individuals were martyred and hundreds injured in slaughters committed by the occupation, Israeli, strikes. As we announced before, in excess of 5,000 Palestinians have been killed in Israeli air attacks in Gaza since October 7. France's leader Macron has shown up in Tel Aviv on a visit planned to show France's full fortitude with Israel. Israeli forces captured Adnan Hamarsheh, a senior Hamas leader, following a night strike of his old neighborhood of Yabad, west of Jenin in the involved West Bank. Israel has gone after 400 targets, including mosques, Israeli representative. An Israeli armed forces representative said that Israel had gone after more than 400 targets, including mosques, in the Gaza Strip on the previous day. Daniel Hagari said the mosques were being utilized by Hamas as meeting places, in a post on X on Tuesday morning. Hagari additionally said that Israel had gone after Hamas functional base camp and that it had killed 3 Hamas agent authorities. He indicated a few Gaza areas that Israeli warplanes had gone after, including Jabalia. 30 individuals, generally ladies and youngsters, were killed when Gaza's Jabalia exile camp was bombarded, the Common Guard unit there told Al Jazeera on Sunday. China's Foreign Minister Wang Yi has let his Israeli partner know that Beijing was profoundly disheartened by the enormous number of regular citizens' passings in the raging Israel-Hamas war and encouraged moves toward forestalling a further heightening in brutality and laying out an enduring harmony. The contention, which was emitted on October 7, addressed a significant decision among war and harmony, Wang told Eli Cohen in a telephone discussion. China's state media provided details regarding Tuesday. The Chinese foreign minister, who is because to visit the U.S. in the not-so-distant future, recognized that each nation reserved an option to self-preservation, yet they ought to comply with worldwide compassionate regulation and protect the security of civilians. Thanks for watching and subscribing to the channel.